Now, let's get it ready for the last match I've ready. I've prepared. And that is spacenut versus Winterload. Winterload, like the Giga Chad he is apparently playing both competitive and open divisions. But this time, we'll be casting his open division match, spacenut versus Winterload. Game 1, let's start. Spacenut, spawning in the northern corner, playing as the long coat. Winterload, spawning at the southern corner, playing as the green KSR. Winterload going for a nice Falcon Pigeon composition, a classic QQ comp over here, but doesn't have the mines. Mines are really nice with ferrets because you can bait your enemies into the mines when they're trying to pursue you. Meanwhile, spacenut is going for a classic meta comp, Squirrel Mole, Falcon Cam, and the meta Wolf. Winterload also has a Wolf on his side, and Falcon Skunk. Just a classic 8 pig into Warren situation. Nothing special happening. Winterload taking the free campfire he has on his side of the map and stacking up. Meanwhile, spacenut going into some camps. Those will counter nicely. Winterload's skunks. Skunks are not that great on this map because there are no choke points, but they can always still be used relatively easily. I mean, to great effect if you position them correctly. And Winterload goes into some falcons, just like spacenut. Spacenut expands, knowing he has to respond against Winterload's campfire. Winterload scouts all that and expands himself. Potentially expands, maybe expands. Goes to buy the expansion. Goes to buy the wolf. Goes one base wolf. Pretty nice play. One base wolf is always pretty great. It hits really strongly when your enemy is not seeing it, doesn't expect it. But looks like Winterload will be not. Looks like spacenut burrows back before seeing anything really. Just scouts that there's no expansion, but is not worried about what is actually being built in his home base. Goes for a scout right now, but ooh, only scouts the expansion, doesn't care what army Winterload is building. Doesn't care at all. Instead just goes into Mass Falcon. In the meantime, Winterload already paid off for the wolf. And Winterload also ecoing up a little bit. Oh, did he scout it? Oh my god, spacenut once again turning back before seeing anything. Doesn't even scout the expansion, doesn't scout the wolf. He has no idea what is going on. Spacenut is as blind as a mole. Goes for his own wolf, probably. No, just eco's up even more. Well, evens up the economy right now. I say even up, Winterload has 2 campfires, so he's actually 2 farms behind right now. And eco behind. I mean, army tech behind. Doesn't have the wolf. And is floating huge amounts of food for no reason. Winterload should be able to steamroll spacenut with this wolf, but doesn't even have to because he has the economic advantage. And the wolf will be able to skyrocket his economy even higher. The rich will get richer, and spacenut will be left in the dust. Winterload. Just chilling back, knowing he has the advantage. Spacenut finally decides to do something, I guess. Ooh, really nice pre-gas. The chameleons jump on everything and actually manage to take out the army! The wolf getting sniped out down a little bit, but survives thanks to the pigeons. Actually, it survives thanks to getting microed back, but, you know. Ooh, and now the wolf buffed reinforcements are able to just destroy Spacenut's retreating units. Ooh, and with the 3 seconds of breathing room Winterload got, he's just able to take the game. Takes the victory in these scrappy scenarios. Wolf buff units just rule really hard. Spacenut not able to do anything. Eco dead, Warren dead. And with that, Winterload takes game 1. And let's get into game 2. Spacenut. Spawning as the long coats on the southern side of the map. Winterload. Playing as the quartermaster, spawning in the north side of the map. Winterload swapping out his deck for Benjamin combo with lizards. Meanwhile, Spacenut keeping what he had before. Winterload taking the best defensive unit in the game, the mine. You can do some really funny tricks with the mine. And it's just in general a really good defense if you use it correctly. And against players who don't know how to scout for mines. So it doesn't really work against the pros, but if you're playing anybody below top 10, then it's a really good, probably the best defense. Winterload is trying for a quick tier 2. Double Warren Rush. Gets a free pig. Free 2 pigs. And if that is pretty much one. Oh, really unfortunate. I mean, Spacenut could have come back. We have seen a comeback once during this session, but yeah, the morale, Spacenut's morale was completely destroyed, and now Winterload is on a match point. Let's get into game 3. Spacenut swapping out his moles for some mines. Doesn't want to get shredded again. And Winterload probably pressing the random button, if I had to guess. Maybe. Maybe just swapping the ferret for the mine. Winterload not trying for a cheese again, even though he totally could. Both players deciding to just chill and farm up to 8 farms. No! Winterload goes for the double rush again, but this time he gets instantly scouted by Spacenut. Does get scouted. 10 seconds away from finishing building for those lizards. Pop down 1 mine, bro. Just 1 mine in the front. Just 1 mine, bro. Just 1 mine. Just 1 mine. That's why you took them, Spacenut. Oh, what did you sell? Why did you sell? Spacenut dropping the ball, not buying the mine despite taking them expressively to counter those lizards. Winterload ahead on economy right now. Don't build a corner farm, bro. Build the back farm first. The back farm first, please. Spacenut does not drop the ball for the second time. Both players even on an economy right now. And by even, I mean that Spacenut is 1 farm behind. Ooh, Winterload going to use the commander death for his advantage. and does a rush, but loses 2 lizards for 1 squirrel, so I guess that was a poor value for him. And the game has actually equalized, despite early losses. Man, a huge mistake from spacenut not buying the mine earlier. But now, with the mines, he can totally catch these lizards unaware. If he makes a mine concave in the middle of the map, which you can read on about in the Evil Murloc's Supreme Mine Guide, which you can read on the Steam community guide section, yeah, then he could totally win a fight super easily. But Winterload knows how to use lizards and finds a back door and charges in. Ooh, the pick support doing really nice things. And Winterload loses 4 lizards. For 3 lizards of Spacenut. But he does snipe the Warren, so this is actually 4 food advantage. 40 food advantage for Mr. Winterload. Ooh, and with that, Winterload is buying even more lizards. And now, knowing he has the army advantage, knowing he has the tempo advantage, goes into some ferrets and starts sieging. Ooh, really nice mine detonations, but unfortunately the ferret is still alive. Spacenut did lose all of his army pretty much. Winterload, once again, trades positively. Winterload buying an expansion. Ooh, Spacenut rallying his... Ooh, Chameleons. Winterload almost scouting that with his god instincts. Barely misses the Chameleon and buys a single farm. Now putting economic pressure on Spacenut. Spacenut now has to do something, otherwise he will fall behind. Winterload doing the fabled single pigeon flank. Spacenut luckily scouts it, so he will not instantly lose the game. Winterload going for some amazing pigeon cliff abuse. No way! Epic. Oh, yo! Winterload using the single pigeon to scout for his ferrets. But Spacenut scouts everything and manages to take out the lizard army as it rallies in. And with his last squirrels, takes out the ferrets now, evening out the army advantage. Able to take out, barely win the next fight. The one pigeon giving a little bit of sustain. Ooh, takes out the pig. Now he's on top of Winterload's warrens. Splitting the damage a little bit, but eventually takes out the mill, takes out another warren. Spacenut getting huge army value right now. Ooh, focusing a little bit too much on the warren maybe. But no, Winterload does. Does not interfere, does not have enough army to do anything. Winterload's only hope right now is to do some sneaky base race plays. He knows it, buys a base race mill, and he'll probably rally into this corner, and will try to snipe down this mill. Spacenut, he knows that's a risk, so he also buys a base raid mill. Spacenut knows he has the army advantage. Just sits back, relaxes, and buys a farm. Winterload starts farming up on his mill as well. Ooh, and with that, Spacenut is going to push for a little bit of advantage. Ooh! Winterload rallies, but only loses a few lizards. He will try to base rush us. Base rush right now. Spacenut takes the mill. Ooh, yeah, retreats back. That's the correct move. You don't know where the mill is, so better to retreat and not risk a loss for no reason. Winterload retreats. He does know about the second base. But spacenut does not know where Winterload's base is. Winterload is going to pressure, but... Oh, really nice mines from spacenut. Destroying Winterload's chances of victory with that last rally. Winterload not giving up yet, knowing he is on the match point, knowing he can just prolong this and destroy spacenut's psyche with these super high stakes moves. Spacenut not mining up this entrance once again. Ooh. Everything rallying through. Chameleon getting revealed. But spacenut already found the Winterload's mill and snipes it down. Spacenut takes game free and saves himself from defeat. Winterload still on a match point. Let's get into game 4. Will spacenut even the score, or will Winterload take the crown? Both players keeping their decks, except for Winterload. So only one player keeping their deck. Winterload going for the owl this time, and swapping out his ferrets for some skunks. Also a 6-range unit, which you can use to siege. Personally, I prefer sieging with skunks than ferrets, because they actually attack units. And are not completely useless in a fight. Ferrets aren't really that good in a fight, honestly. A standard 8 farm opening this time. No fancy lizard shenanigans, because there are no lizards. Relatively easy, safe naturals for both players. Ooh. Winterload attacking into some chameleons. He could use those to snipe some easy picks on that natural of spacenut. Spacenut going into some camps of his own. Ooh. And Winterload going into a quick owl right on the back side of his base. Spacenut doing a nice deep scout. Scouts the quick owl. How will he respond? With an expansion? Or with an attack? Looks like spacenut will be moving out. Little bit of a risky move. I mean, he could totally respond with a wolf, and that would probably guarantee his victory more. But the move out isn't that bad of an idea. Although the defensive advantage is really strong in this one. The high ground and the pigs. Ooh, the water slowing down spacenut's units a little bit. Oh! And the chameleon's going too quickly down. Winterload's chameleon surviving. And with that, spacenut loses his entire army. And it's not really capable of doing anything anymore. Tries a little bit of Killif abuse. Which could do something, I mean, he could at least snipe a few squirrels. But... yeah, not really doing anything. Ah, even loses that one falcon, that's so unfortunate. And the owl is almost out right now. Halfway to the being done build. And now another fight, but spacenut's army is already way weaker anyway. So it looks like Winterload will be able to take out his enemy in game 4 and take the epic victory royale. I mean, this is why you don't attack into one base tier 3, right? You're better off ecoing up or tier 3 as well. Ooh, Winterload getting ahead while being ahead. Goes into second owl. Ooh, Mice getting all the attacks. Winterload taking on a single cam as a casualty. Does another clean sweep. And spacenut throws his army away once more. Ooh, and here Winterload is going for a little bit harassment with his mice. Takes out the free mines for free. The second owl is already paid for. I mean, what can spacenut do? Nothing. And if that Winterload rallies in front, rallies and wins the game. And with that, spacenut loses the match. Winterload wins 3-1. Yeah, congratulations to Winterload, and that's it for today's cast. Uh, yeah, evil out.